people have built, the private hire has been built on the inadequacies of the cab trade. The inadequacies of the cab trade, you know, with the refusing and attitudes and whatever the case may be. And when I first started driving, I have to tell you, London was not the most best places to go. And people say, you don't go south. Well, Atlantic Road was the front line south, and Ladbroke Grove was the front line north. You didn't want to turn left into those squares
for safety.
When I drove at night, for
yeah.
safety reasons. And people have to realise also, you know, when you drive a cab, you're on your own. You have to make a decision. All right, now most of it's on apps, which I think is a bit...
What do you think of the apps? Because, again, you don't drive at the moment, but you've seen the trade, how we've developed over the years. What's your opinion of the apps, the taxi apps? People?
I think they're very good, but the problem is now the companies that the old radio circuits are gone, and these are commercial companies, and they're commercial, and they're charging percentages for doing a fair on the back of their hard work, on the back of what we achieved over the years.
But
you know,
what I would say to that, right, is that what my real bear of contention was that when the cab trade had it all, right, when the cab drivers owned the radio circuits, not like these apps that are private investors, it was our circuits.
Absolutely.
And yet when people who was running them, the cab drivers paid a wage and employed them, not the other way round, they didn't stand up for it when they started bringing on all the minicabs. So every radio circuit had its own minicabs. And now we get a situation, like you said, where people are saying, oi, these apps are bringing minicabs on. Well, the radio circuits did it 15, 20 years ago, and you all said nothing. So you know what I mean, Peter?
You're
some points need addressing in the sense that you go, look at yourself. Look in the mirror. You could have stood up for the trade.
I'm telling you now, one of the biggest, before all this apps or everything, one of the biggest circuit private hire was Addison Lee. They looked at the inadequacies of the cab trade and they exploited it. Black vehicles, drivers smartly dressed, go anywhere.
Yeah.
We gave them the business.
They didn't fight. They didn't wrestle it from us. We gave them it.
We gave them it. We gave them it. They took all the big accounts, all the bank accounts in the city, because the people running the radio circuits, I think, were short-sighted. Because they were frightened. They were frightened
to lose their job.
Upset the driver, upset their job, and they did a great job. Let's be fair about it. Computer Cab. They brought out Movistar. They brought out. It was like a Star Wars thing. They used the satellites before anybody did. Did
you never ever think, like,